Hi everyone, it's Margaret here with 60 and Me. Thanks so much for being here today. Our video today is about a topic that I just find really fascinating. It's going to be fun. I think it's just a really interesting topic. We all seem to be washing our hands more these days, and I personally have always had a passion for soaps. So I wanted to talk to you today about a little bit about the history of soap and give you some examples. I've got about, I don't know, maybe 7 or 8 soaps here that I love and want to get your feedback on, and also just kind of uncover some of the mystery behind this really important and, just sort of interesting topic, soaps. Now, there's an article by one of our bloggers, Dee Poquet, about Marseille soaps. These are soaps that are from the south of France in near the town or the city of Marseille. And it's a really great article. She goes into really great detail about where the Marseille soaps started back in, the 1200s, many years ago. Of course, everybody needed to keep clean and healthy. That's not a new phenomenon at all. Our current situation with soap is just a reminder of how cleanliness is really an important part of our well-being and good health. So this article on Marseille soap kind of inspired me to think about soap more generally, and to talk about some of the ones that I discovered, and just to get your feedback on what you're using, what you have discovered in your own area, and just do some sharing. Now, these original soaps, as Dee talks about, are all made originally with oils and plant products, natural products, and there was a traditional way of making the soaps, especially in the Marseille area. They had to be in a cauldron. They had to be all these different things. They had to be made in the region. They had to be without any animal fats. There was a whole guidelines about soaps, and they were went from just a few factories to like 48, I think, that are now there, and 83 tons of soap are sold annually. Now, the Marseille soaps are everywhere in Europe, and I've actually got one that I picked up a while ago, actually. This is just an almond oil. It's in the paper. Almond oil, and it says Marseille soap, and this comes in all different flavors, and rose and honey and lavender, vanilla. There's just, if you ever go to a French market, if we ever can travel again, you'll see they just are like a rainbow of colors and scents and and ingredients, but they're very popular. The recipe changed as the years went on, and in the 1800s, I think that it started to spread in France to the Provence area. And that's where we got a lot of the beautiful lavender soaps that I just adore. They were like one of my very favorite soaps. And they started to make the soaps with oils like coconut oil and then palm oil to replace the ones that were made thousands of years ago. And the tradition goes back to Aleppo in Syria, and that's where some of the oil and olive oil and other things used in the original soap making process come from. And I've got a soap here. I didn't even know that it was from Aleppo, but I wanted to share with you that I found in our local, not even drugstore, it was just in a local department store. So let's talk about different kinds of soaps. I've got some really interesting ones here. I want to make sure I've got all the information to talk to you about. I am not, by the way, a soap expert. I don't know all the ingredients, and I had to get my my very huge magnifying glass out because I couldn't read the back of some of these soaps. But I'll get started with the ones that I found, and we'll go from there. Now, one I talked about in another video on what to take into your shelter at home times was Dr. Bronner. Now, Dr. Bronner does a whole range of liquid soaps and also bar soaps. This is a really interesting company. They're a family-run business. They are in the United States. They have a very fascinating moral code about their products. They call their products the magic soaps. And this is one of the little bar soaps that I found. This one I'll talk about in a second. It's quite beautiful. And my desk right now is just covered with soaps, and the scents are just intoxicating. They're just amazing. But anyway, he had a quote about soap, which I thought was so fascinating. And it was, "Absolute cleanliness is godliness, the moral ABC that all mankind shares." So I thought that was a really fascinating sort of mission statement or business statement, that they really do believe that cleanliness is an important part of your values and your life view, to stay clean and healthy. And this one is made with pure organic oils. It's called all-in-one soap. There's all different variations and scents of these soaps. I've got lavender and this one, which is cherry blossom, wild cherry blossom. It's really pretty. It's a beautiful package. It's a small little bar. They come in big and small, but it's just gorgeous. It really is lovely. And it's one of these all-in-one products that Dr. Bronner is so famous for. You can use it for your hair, for your body, for your clothes, for your dishes. It's just an all-in-one soap. So that's Dr. Bronner, and that's in the United States. The next one I have picked up was, one of my very favorites. This is my sandalwood spice. It's made by a company called Spa Ceylon, and I really can't make out where it is. I think it might be in India, but it's Ayurvedic, which is of course the philosophy in India around foods and products that we put in our bodies. And there's 3 different or 4 different kinds of pitta, kapha, and vata, and basically it's your body type. And they have products like foods and oils and soaps that go with certain body types for maximum well-being. And this one I absolutely adore. This is my second bar. I got this last year when we were having to wash our hands more frequently, and I just fell in love with it. But it's actually 100% vegetarian, cruelty-free, and that is one thing I found about soaps. I didn't find a lot of chemicals in just any of the ones I picked up, and I picked up some drugstore ones, just simple ones, and then these brands are more unique. But this one is got coconut, wheat germ, aloe, and it is infused with Mysore sandalwood. It's gorgeous. So that's sandalwood from Spa Ceylon. The next one I had was a really cool one. I found this one called Cleopatra soap. And I thought, that's very interesting. It looks so old school. It's like in a gold wrapper, and it's just really kind of cool. And so I looked it up, and it's made in Paris. It's a French line. And I couldn't find much about it, which was really interesting. It just says it's made from goat's milk and honey, and it's good for sensitive skin. And it's inspired by, of course, Cleopatra. And that is all I could get, 100% vegetable oil and made in Paris, or probably around Paris. But that was the next one I found, which I thought was really cool, goat's milk. And you'll find there's sheep's milk, goat's milk, all kinds of other additions to the soap making process. So that's Cleopatra. That is made, yes, it was made in France. The next one you'll all recognize, because this is one that everybody has in their drugstore and in their department stores, and it is Dove. Just beautiful, simple Dove. Now, Dove is, of course, made by Unilever. It's a big brand, and I'm not sure where it's actually manufactured, but Dove Beauty Bar is a fascinating one, and it just goes to show what marketing is all about, because I'm not sure when it was founded, but it's got this particular Dove Beauty Bar has got 1/4 of the ingredient is moisturizing cream, moisturizer. So they call it, they say in their advertising, I looked at some of the online videos, and it's been around for years. I mean, grandmother, mother, great-grandmother, so many people have used this product. And it says, it's not a soap, it's a beauty bar. Well, 3/4 of it is soap, but that's what they call it, a beauty bar. A cream beauty bar, and it's one that a lot of you probably have used, and it says that it's it's, what has it got in it? I don't know what oils, but it's got, really very beautiful, simple. It's a very plain soap, $1. By the way, that sandalwood spice was $4, and the Cleopatra was $2. This was less than $2, and Dove is everywhere, right? So that's Dove. The next one I picked up was really cool. It's called Black Soap. Love the packaging. It's called Black Soap, and of course it's got activated charcoal in it. And I've been reading all about activated charcoal recently. It's very, very good for you. Apparently it's like an exfoliant for your skin, and it's super healthy, and a lot of people are using it as a supplement as well. Something that you would take as a supplement to food. It's supposed to be very good for your digestion, but it's they call it a detox soap, this one, meaning that it cleanses your skin, I guess, and detoxes it. I looked online what activated charcoal is. It's basically the char from things like, coconut shells, olive pits, and this one is made from bamboo. So basically they take bamboo, they burn it, they take the char from it and turn it into a soap. And it's got no artificial fragrance or coloring. It says it's good for oily skin and also for people that have acne prone. And I don't know about you, but a lot of people are getting breakouts. I even got a pimple from wearing masks, which is really, not a good thing for your skin, but this is apparently really good. I did actually buy some of this before and used it. It's a Korean brand, but charcoal soap is really popular. Are you using it? Yeah, so that's that one. And that's made in Germany. This one is made in Germany. Let's see, what else have I got? Italy. Oh my gosh, Italian soaps are incredible. Well, first of all, the packaging is the best. It's just gorgeous. This one is so scented. It's just so heavily scented. It's made in Florence, this particular one. It's called Lavender, and it's a certain kind of lavender which is relaxing. There's also an energizing version of this, but this is the relaxing version. Oh, so calming. And it says it can be used with natural oils. It's made by the traditional method that I told you about in the old, Marseille soap with a cauldron and all natural oils. There's a whole process of making original soap, from the early days. So this is made in Italy, just down the road. I love it. It's such a beautiful soap. I haven't had this one before, but I'm going to. Oh yes, and you can take the paper from this, it says, when it's wrapped in paper, you can take that, put it in a drawer, and it will just scent the drawer. And I can attest to that. I've got others from Italy. I went down there, a few years ago now, but it's beautiful. The next one is the one I wanted to tell you about, Aleppo. I know I'm running over on time here, but this is kind of interesting. This one, there was a whole line of them in different colors. This is sandalwood. There was olive oil, lemongrass, citron. This was made in Aleppo, or at least from the products that came from Aleppo, and the oils. And it's made in the traditional way, olive oil and laurel oil, and it's just using that 1,200-year-old process. It's a very nice smell. It's very different than the other one. It's more a florally sandalwood, but it's very, very beautiful. And that's one, I can't get all the ingredients where it's made. I'll try to put these in the section below, but I won't be able to put links though, because these were just off the shelf at the drugstore. But I wanted just to get your thoughts on soaps. Finally, there's well, not finally, but there's an olive oil one here which I picked out, which is just olive oil, and that one is from, can't remember where that one was from now. I've got all these notes and now I've lost them. Oh, Elviana. Fatty acids and palm oil. It's got olive oil, geranium, and lemon, citron. So that's a very, very nice one too. And this one were both under $2 in Swiss money, under 2 francs. So it's just incredible how inexpensive these can be. There was one other, Fengel, which is Swiss. And that one is pretty much typical Swiss. It was like, what does it do? It cleans your face. I could find no other information. There was a lot of adjectives about how beautiful it was and how much it helped your skin to glow and get smooth, but nothing else. And it's, just good soap from Switzerland. And then, of course, the final thing I was going to show you was this. I discovered these little things for travel, which are soap. Get one out of here. Soap flakes. And it just came in a little package. I bought it in the drugstore. It was under $1 just for this little case. And I thought, if you ever have what to do with soap that's left over, you can just grate it and put it into very, very, dry it on, maybe on the stove or something. I don't know how you do it, but I'm sure that it's online somewhere. And then just put this as a, for travel. And just dip it in water and just use it. And any of these soaps could be, grated up that way or sliced that way. So I hope that's been helpful. I hope you've enjoyed this conversation about soaps. I'm just a huge fan of soap and skincare products in general. But what is your favorite soap? Please leave your comments in the section below. Tell us what you love. What's your very favorite soap? Is it one that you just get off the shelf at the drugstore, maybe 3 Palmolive or Dove? Or do you have a special soap that you purchase online or from a local market or a shop? Please share. I'd really like to know what you're using. And keep your hands washed. Don't forget, this is an important step in our healthcare and well-being right now. But if you're going to have to wash your hands, why not choose something that's just beautiful? I'm just so interested in this Cleopatra. I'm going to see if I can get open that one now and try it. Anyway, thanks again for being here, everybody. Hope that you found this was fun, and I'd love to know what soaps you're using. Just take good care of yourselves, and we'll talk again very, very soon. Bye-bye for now.